Good morning once again. How are you? Always I hope you are doing fine because I haven't received any call from you telling me otherwise. So I'm glad you are fine. And again, we are meeting today. And today we are going to talk about something about the banking system here in Canada. So, and as you know, this is the 7th chapter. Hurrah, we are doing well. You know, apart from that, you see, we'll be remaining just with the 3 chapters. And as you know, by mid-September, we will be done with money management training, which is great. Congratulations, all of you. You have been giving me feedback on chapters 1, 2, 3, 4. This is great, and I thank you because I saw that you have been watching the videos, listening to them, and also sharing about your reflections on questions we have been discussing about. So thank you for that. Without delaying, we are going, as I said, learn together about chapter 7, and its title is The Basics of Banking. So we are going to understand what is the banking, and when we talk about the basics, when we are talking about banking, what does it mean to you? Or what does it mean to me? So, as usual, what are the learning objectives? Always we see from now at the end, what is the outcome? What will be the results from this lesson? We think that by the end of this chapter, you will be able to identify your financial needs. What are your needs? As you remember, we said if we have money, we have to know our needs. This is really very important because when we have money, we have to know what are we expending money to. Important. So also we are going to see the advantages and disadvantages of different financial service providers. Okay, we have providers which give us financial services, and they are different. We are going to see the difference between them. And third, we are going to see how we can choose financial service providers and services which really meet our need. In other words, what are the services we need really, which can meet our needs, so that we spend money on things which are useful. And last, we are going to learn some ways we can protect our financial information. You know, dealing with money, banks, accounts, everything should be safe so that our money is kept safe. As I was saying, banking and financial service providers, we are going to understand more about it. What do I understand by financial services? Types of accounts, for example. When we are talking about the banks, always we can talk about accounts. And when we put money in the banks, definitely there is some money which is taken from our account. And we call them banking fees. We are going to see what are they, and then banking safety, as I said. Checking. Where do you do your banking and why? Now I want you to tell me where you do your banking and why. Where do you do your banking and why do you do banking? Ask yourself this question. Why did you take your time to go and open a bank account? Are you asking yourself why you are at that particular place? So where and why? This is really an important question. Think about it, and you will share with me during next week when I will call you for follow-up. We are talking about banking. Now we have to understand what is banking. Banking is using the services offered by a financial service provider. Financial service providers, they can be banks, they can be credit unions, And also we have some other also places where we can have some financial services. We are going to look at them too. And when we are talking about banking, you see we are talking also about money, where we put money. And when we put money, the right word we use, we say we deposit money, depositing. And when we take out money, we say we are withdrawing money. So let us use appropriate words and terminology, because we are talking about a specific topic. What is an account? Sometimes hard for us. We may think maybe, where is our money in a bank? It seems that we may think maybe there is a box written where my name, your name is written, and they put money, it stays there. So an account doesn't work that way. An account is just an arrangement with a bank or a credit union to keep our money safe. They know how they keep money safe. It is the whole system. It is not a place where your money is sitting there. So it is an arrangement. But your money is kept safe. All information is well recorded, so that also your information is safe. What is an interest? You know, I'm sure we have been learning about interest when we open an account. Sometimes they say, oh, you can open a saving account. And when you open a saving account, there is some interest you receive because you have been investing money. You have put your money there. The banks or credit unions are using your money, so they will give you a little money. But also not that, because also when you are asking money from someone, maybe from a bank or credit union, so you have to pay it back. Also, the little money, it can be even more money you pay the principal and you add the interest. That also is called an interest. So interest can be the money you give to the bank when they give you a loan, or it can be also little money you receive or more when you put your money in a saving or investment account. Service charges are fees for your monthly account. A monthly account, you know, you have an account, you have said that most of the time you pay monthly fees. So I want to see what are they. And when you also withdraw money on your saving account from ATM, also there are also fees you need to pay. And we are going to talk about also what we call overdraft shortly. So we have been talking about banks and credit unions, and I think it is good we understand the difference. If you go around Winnipeg, you will see some banks. Example, you may find somewhere where it is written as in one credit union. If you have been to Stanback Credit Union, Cambrian Credit Union, etc. So we would like to now to understand what is the difference between banks and credit unions. So what you have to know is that credit unions, they are cooperatives, co. So these co-ops are owned by the customers they serve. They are owned and controlled by customers. If you have a credit union account, so you are a member of the credit union. So you have a say. For example, if they have board meetings, you can also attend. And you can speak out yourself. And you can vote too. So you see, you are a member, you are part of the co. So credit union have mainly two goals. One is to provide financial services that meet their members' need. So they keep your money safe. If you want a loan, they will give you also money. And also they give some short-term cash advances. And when they get profit, they try to support community works. You see, this is how credit unions work. What about banks? You see TD Bank, RBC, I'm sure most of you know about it. Scotiabank, we have seen that, BMO, CIBC. These are the banks, and what are the banks? A bank is run by a board of directors that respond to its shareholders. And what is a board of directors? In a bank, they recruit people to manage the bank. So those people are taking decisions. People who have accounts there, they are not attending meetings, they really don't have much say, but anyway, you express also your ideas and you can share your ideas, because also in a bank, we can meet the agent, we can meet also the management. So this is how we can express ourselves. But as you know, we are not sitting in a board meeting or any bank service team meeting. So banks and credit unions are regulated by the country's regulations. There are regulations, rules. So that's why we are secure, because they are following the government norms, rules. So when we deposit money, it is insured. Your money, our money is safe. And you know, we have records which are kept, and we can know how much we saved, how much we use. All these are important services we are getting from banks and credit unions. We have a proof of payment, and when we save, we have interest. And sometimes in most of the bank, if you have a certain amount on your checking account, they don't even take monthly fees. Okay? So we can do also direct deposit or pre-authorized payment. Pre-authorized payment, it means that maybe you want to pay your rent regularly every month on time. Yeah, you can arrange with your landlord. You give them a void, we call it void check. You can get it from the bank. And you tell them every maybe end of the month, maybe 31st or 28th, I want my bank to send money to the landlord automatically. So it will be automatic, so that you are not afraid to forget to pay in time. And this is also a very good system to do if you wish. So we have also, as you know, we can do banking on phone and online. These are also how we can do banking too. So last time we talked about pawn shop, payday lenders, check cashing outlets. So, or we can also have some services, but these are not really, we can say that they can provide some services, but they are not banks, they are neither credit unions. As you know, we can use Western Union to send money or to receive money from even another country. Post office, yeah, we can pay something from post office or send money. Pharmacy, we can pay bills. And also we can have also a loan or cash from our friends. Now, types of accounts. We have mainly 3 different types of accounts. One is saving account, we all know. Saving accounts, checking account, and I'm sure you know about that. Investment accounts, maybe we may explain a little bit more. This is tax-free saving account, TFSA, tax-free saving account. This is a nice account whereby if you put money there, it is good because it is tax-free, as you hear about it. And you have to look at your papers. When you do your income tax, it will give you amount of money you can save. You can save every time, because if you save more than what is accepted, then you can pay more interest. You can pay interest on that. Our ESP, we know for those who have children, is Registered Education Savings Plan. This is the money you save for children so that they can use it when they are at the college or high school or higher school, I mean university, or after 18 years, if they want to take any certificate program, they can do that also with that money. Anyway, you know, for those who didn't do that yet, when you open the RESP account, the government will add money. It is really a very nice account for the future of the family and your kids. So if you open, government will put money, which is great. Immediately 500, and next coming years 100 every month. And also, if you are still low income, there is also another percent of the money they will put into your account. Our RESP is registered retirement saving plan. If you are working or not, you can save your money that you can be using when you are 65 years old. We call it RESP. And also it has a special arrangement because you see it is a plan you invest in so that this money can be used when you retired. And here the year of retirement in Canada is 65, but you can also retire before 65 if you want. GIC is guaranteed investment credit. This is also another type of investment account and mutual funds. For GIC, for example, you say I have 1,000, I will not use it in 1 year, or I will not use it in 2 years, 3 years. Yeah, some people would like to put it in this particular account because it is sure. They will tell you maybe you will earn, most of the time the interest is stable, maybe it can be 2% or less. But for mutual funds, they don't know really a precise interest rate when you invest in the mutual fund. Yeah, some people, they say, oh, I don't have enough money, maybe I will wait, or I put there some because I'm not sure of the interest, what I will gain. Depending on the international market, you can gain more, you can gain less, or even you can lose a little bit. So it depends on you. If you have questions on the different types of account, again, we'll discuss it next week when I will be calling you. Now, getting money from your account. As you know, you can go in person yourself to a branch, or you can write down a check. Also, is possible. If you write down a check, then you are able also to get money from your account, or you can give it to someone and she can have money from your account. Automatic teller machine is ATM. You know, I think we are used to that. We call it ATM. You know, telephone banking now is common. Online internet banking also. Some know about it. If you want to know more about it, also you can have information from your bank, or also we can explain to you more. So, you know, we are putting money in a bank, and we may think, oh, how our banks, credit unions, maybe also are getting money from us. As we said, for example, if we take a loan, if we ask for a loan, we have what we call an interest. So it means that we apart from the money we receive, let us say an example, we receive 1,000, they say, oh, you have to pay interest on it. So we have to know that we give them some money. So this fee, when we are borrowing, so it is called interest. Also on credit cards, we pay an interest, especially when we don't pay back the money in time. I hope you know that. If you buy a house, we call it mortgage. Also, it is money you get for a house. Also, you pay an interest. If you take a car for a loan, also you have to pay the interest. So you see, they are receiving some money from us if we ask a loan from them. Administration fees, you know, because we have money in their account. You see, they have people they manage our account. So there is a lot they are doing to keep it safe. They are paying also the employees. So we pay monthly some fees. But at a certain level in some banks, some say if you have 3,000, which is stay there the whole month on a checking account, they say you don't pay a monthly fees. So you have all to know that, so that we are able to save money too. So if we transfer money maybe from one account to another one, if we transfer money from here maybe to another province, or from here to another country also, they will take a small portion of money. Also, these are fees which are helping the bank, to continue their services. ATM cash withdrawal. If we take out money from ATM, especially when we take it from the saving account, there is fees they have to take, and it is really very expensive. That's why I'm advising you to use ATM from your own bank. For example, if we have your account at TD, use TD ATM. If you pull out money on your checking account, it's okay. But if you want to have money from your saving account, this is really very expensive, and I'm not encouraging you to do that. And also annual credit card fees. When you are looking for a credit card, you have to make sure that you pay in time and ask if it is free, or if you will pay annual credit card fees, penalties, non-sufficient fund charge. When you are giving someone a check, make sure that you have enough money in your account. Because if you give a check and there is not enough money, this is what we call non-sufficient fund check. It is very expensive. Most of the time you will have to pay $40 because you have given someone a check and you didn't have money in your account. So we have to be careful when we are using checks. So now we said that banks are taking some fees, some money from us. So what can we do so that it cannot be a lot of money? You have to choose an account which really matches your service needs. For example, if you are a youth under 19, also you have some benefits. You can open an account and there is no monthly fees. Student, if you do less transactions, also less fees. For example, if you do less than maximum 12 transactions, I mean that maybe you have taken out money maybe not more than 12 times. Normally the monthly fees is around $4, $3.95. But if you use your cards often, your checking card, and you are buying regularly, so the administration fees will be higher, sometimes $20, $17, $10. So you have to make sure, you have to know how much administration fees, how much monthly fees you are paying on your account. Double check. If you see that it is more than $4, it means that you are using your card often. So how can you do that? Maybe we shop rarely, maybe once a week. So now we are going to see, as we said, administration fees, banking fees. So how can we reduce the banking cost? As we said, you open an account, the bank will take from you some money. Maybe if you ask for a loan, maybe also the transaction you are doing, they take some money. So how to reduce the cost? So you have to choose an account that fits your services need. For example, for young people, for youth under 19, they have an advantage. For example, they don't pay monthly fees. And for students too, the same. Even if they have more transactions, they don't pay for extra fees. So we have to know that. And also, when we use the ATM, as I said, and if it is the ATM for your own account, they don't charge you unless you are getting money from your saving account. And what else can you do? You have to compare your monthly fees between your account, and maybe also try to see on the internet different types of maybe fees, also interest rates, so that you are able to save some money. And also you have to read and understand the rules and conditions of your plan. For example, if you want to ask for a loan, you have to make sure that you understand. So before you sign, you have to understand. If you don't understand, you can ask the bank agents more time, so that you bring someone who knows, who can help you to understand. And even now you can have an interpreter from the bank, so that you know what you are doing. We have been talking about safety. If we keep money in credit unions and the banks, it is safe. So, and also you have your portion, your part to play. So banking safety tips: never tell anyone your PIN. And you have to hide it. PIN, I mean the 4 numbers. So hide it, because people who are around, maybe they may cheat your information. So keep track of your transactions. You have to know your income and your expenses. Track it, so that you know, oh, yesterday I saw my income in my account was this amount. And oh, have I used the money? See if it is still the same. So you have to track how your money comes in and how it goes out, as we talked about last time. And you have to destroy maybe your receipt, ATM receipt, because there may be some information which can be used to cheat you. So it is also good to change the PIN number sometimes. And for any information related to bank, you have to keep it in a safe place. And when you are using phone or online banking, you have always to log out when you finish. And you don't have to share your card. And also you have to know that you are using secure websites. And when especially you are doing online shopping, you have to be sure of that too. And also shredding statement is also important for those who don't need to keep. So people can steal information. That's why we say we have to keep safe. By phishing, you will see this word, phishing, card skimming. Phishing, as you see, you will receive a lot of emails, and these emails are asking you your personal information. Never do that. Phishing, so thieves, those people want to steal your money, they leave to your phone voice messages, so voicemails messages. So you listen to them, they say, oh, maybe from this government service, I need this. Don't answer to them. Nowadays we hear many calls, people say, I'm from CRA, I'm from a government service, you haven't done this, you have to give me your social insurance number. Never do that. These are people still. If the government want to contact you, they will always send you a letter. It is through the letters, not through phone calls or emails or voicemails. Okay, card skimming. So they, through the ATM machine, if someone is around you, they are able, after when you go. So give yourself time, make sure there is no receipt which is still coming, and see if there is no someone around, then you are able to go. So I think we are almost touching the end of this session. And if maybe something happened, maybe you have provided information you didn't want to provide by mistake, or maybe your card is stolen, what should you do? So you have to contact the police for the report. And also very important, you have to contact immediately your bank, your credit union, so that you are able to do so. Also, we advise we can contact credit score companies, Equifax, Canada, TransUnion Canada. Also, they can help us to stop those thieves, those people to take money from our account. So I'm sure you maybe have some more questions, but this is what we have on this chapter. Again, when I call you next week, we'll be sharing about this information. If you have any question, you can call me anytime to 0406 985 8. Again, as usual, you know, I always ask if you are saving, because I'm double checking your account. I'm trying to see if you are all saving. If you have any problem, please call me, and I will call you very soon so that I can share with you if I see that there is any mistake on that. Thank you so much for your attention, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.